about somebody else that also on the opposite side of the aisle of you, but he was very similar to you, independent, considered a maverick, and really passionate, is your friend John McCain. Why do you think John McCain actually chose Sarah Palin? You respect John McCain on so many different ways, and you and John McCain have actually come up with such landmark legislation over the years, worked together, getting your parties to work together, and really being independent, progressive minds on both sides of the issue. And then this person you respected so much, I know you did not respect that decision. What do you think John's thinking was, without speaking for John?
Well, I guess there's a movie coming out that portrays this, and I'm teaching out at Stanford right now, and they asked me who would, I said I'm not in the movie, this isn't about McCain Feingold. They asked me who I'd like to play me, and I said, obviously I'd love to have Al Pacino, but one of my staff members said Danny DeVito, so I was less happy about that. But I know John very well, and as a friend, and here's what I think was going on. I was with John here, Murph just reminded me, at the Roosevelt birthplace, where we held a press conference. And afterward, he asked for a private tour of the house, and asked me to join him. He really believes in the legacy of Teddy Roosevelt. I think he believed, with some justification, that he could live up to that, being that kind of Republican president. And I think he thought he had a good chance of it at the time. We get into 2008, and this phenomenon of Barack Obama comes along. They were not doing badly, but they were behind Obama when it was time to pick a candidate. Here's an idea. You pick a woman. You never had a woman president or vice president. You pick somebody who actually was a reformer. You have to remember who she was. We thought she was, and then you could talk about who she ended up being, which was ridiculous. But that's not who she was. She was the woman who defeated the Republican corrupt political machine in Alaska to become governor. This fits perfectly with the narrative of a Teddy Roosevelt type of person. Of course, it was exciting. It injected youth. McCain had been subjected to a few jokes about having seen Lincoln inaugurated. This is what they were thinking. I think it was irresponsible to have somebody like that potentially become vice president. I also believe that McCain and Palin would have won the election. I believe they were winning had it not been for the economic collapse. That is one of the great myths of our time, is that election was Obama all the way. It was the collapse and John's very unfortunate handling of those couple of days, as well as the revelation of what Palin was really like. That was, some of those interviews didn't go too well. That in the end, it sort of helped undo his campaign. But at the time, I think it was politically brilliant but irresponsible.